with a new video, and in this one I'm going to be talking about a good schedule for a 1-year-old baby and how to keep a 1-year-old entertained. Right now it's the middle of winter and it's about 10 degrees outside, so we've definitely learned lots of new ways to keep my son entertained and think of fun activities for him. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I make videos about being a Jewish mom and motherhood and minimalism with kids, so definitely subscribe to my channel for more and hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. Also, I'm getting over a cold, so I apologize about my voice. I wanted to share our routine with you guys. Of course, routines are so important with kids. Having that structure to their day really helps them know what to expect throughout the day and just like settle into how each day is gonna flow. So I wanted to share with you guys the schedule that we found that really works for us. We've had this schedule probably since my son was about 10 months old, and when he hit 12 months around that 1-year mark, it really settled in because he dropped his morning nap, and now we've been on that schedule ever since. So the first thing, I have a video, by the way, I'll link down below to our morning routine, but after we've had breakfast and gotten dressed, we usually try to get out of the house. Usually by about 9:30, 10 at the latest, we're out of the house and in a class. We take lots of different things around the neighborhood, like music classes and story times, rhythm, dancing, all kinds of stuff. I try to have something for every day of the week, so we usually had like story times on Wednesday, we had a Shabbat playgroup on Friday, and on the days where I didn't have a class to go to, we usually would go to the library. They often have story times also for free, or just a place where my son could like be around other kids, have fun, you know, be in like a kid safe zone and just have time to explore outside of the house. If it was a day where I had to do an errand, like go to the grocery store or go to the mall, I would try to also incorporate something where he could be out and about playing. So like the mall has a little play yard for him to move around. At the grocery store, I tried to let him like have fun in the cart with the fruits and vegetables and that sort of thing. So yeah, every day in the morning after we've had breakfast and gotten dressed, we try to get out of the house. I try to be back in the house by 11:30 for lunchtime. This is really important because if I stretch it any later, he'll usually fall asleep in the car, which I don't want because I want him to nap in the house and take a really good, nice long nap. So try to be back in the house by 11:30 for our lunch. Then by noon, we're usually nursing and going down for a nap, and he's usually asleep by 12:30. We are doing extended breastfeeding. I'm not sure how long I'll keep it up till. I'm hoping to get to 18 months. Right now we're at 16 months and it's going really well, so yeah. So then my son will usually nap from about 12:30 to 3, sometimes 3:30, so a good 2.5, even 3 hours. And that's really nice for me because I can get work done or just relax and you know, enjoy that time. I usually have a cup of coffee and do what I need to get done. Then when my son wakes up from the nap, the first thing we do is go for a walk. I think it's really important to get out of the house and have some exercise, at least for myself. It's usually a really nice experience to just like walk around the neighborhood, chat with each other, like point out different things to him along the way, like if we see a school bus or cool trees or nice decorations on houses, things like that. And yeah, it's pretty much my favorite part of the day, and it's the time of the day that he's happiest to sit in the stroller for, because after he's woken up, he's usually still pretty calm and relaxed. So I found that that's the best time to go for a stroller walk. Then by the time we get home, it's usually 4:30. And we only have about an hour until dinner. And this is where we play around the house. And I'll talk to you guys about some of the activities that really keep my son entertained at this age. He loves sorting and stacking. So in terms of toys, one of my favorites for him that he's loved for months and months is this Hape Snail sorter. I love Hape toys. I talk about them all the time because they're European and have really high safety standards. So if you have a baby that's still putting a lot of things in their mouth, these toys are really nice because the paint like doesn't chip off or anything. So, oh, and I'll leave links to everything down below. So what it is it's this shape sorter, and basically it comes with these wooden blocks and you can just put where they go. I'll put in some footage of my son playing with it. He loves it, like I said. So this toy will keep him entertained for a while. Along the lines of a shape sorting toy, which also is really good for fine motor skills, learning shapes and colors and how things work. So I love, you know, that he loves these toys too. This one is a VTech truck. It's got some, they call them like rocks in this like bulldozer thing. So he pushes them in here and it goes in. He really likes the sound and everything. He loves his toys. He plays he's been playing with it for months. So yeah, this is another one of our favorites. Anyone who has a baby probably knows that they often love things around the house much more than toys, and that's definitely true for my son. So because I know he loves sorting and stacking, one of the things I let him play with are usually Cheerios. In this clip you'll see him playing with almonds, which is mostly because he saw the Tupperware of almonds and really wanted to play with it. Almonds of course are a choking hazard, so I really wouldn't let my baby normally play with something like that unless I'm right there watching them, and even then I prefer not to. So it's better to use Cheerios or something like that, but he loves taking little things like that and dropping them from one bucket to the next. He loves the feeling of it, the sound of it, etc. He can do this for like half an hour, and it's really good in the kitchen also if I need to cook or get things done. So I highly recommend playing with Tupperware and little things to sort, and it's really good for counting also as they get older. Another fun, totally random household activity is my son loves playing with my water bottle. It's a Swell bottle, so it's metal and it makes a nice sound when you drop things in it. And I usually give him like either one of my makeup brushes or a pen or something like that. And he'll spend a long time just like dropping the pens into the water bottle, and he just really enjoys that. Another toy I want to talk about is his kids' kitchen, which I actually keep in our kitchen, and we have lots of like toy pots and pans and wooden food for him. It's by KidCraft, and he loves this toy. He got it for his birthday when he turned 1, and he plays with it all the time, and it's perfect to have in the kitchen so I can get cooking done and things like that. So that's another toy I just want to really highlight because he loves it. Another thing we love to do together is just be silly. We usually like turn on music and just kind of roughhouse. Like he'll jump on this poof, he'll hide inside the tent, kind of like run around and chase each other and play the music and sing, and he absolutely loved that. That's probably his ~1 favorite activity, is to just kind of really interact with me and play together, and he loves that sort of he loves that one-on-one attention, and that just fun, like free-spirited, no like actual specific activity or toy, just playing around together. Another activity that really works for us is lift the flat books. My son doesn't love to sit and read stories with me during the day. He will right before he goes to bed as like part of our bedtime routine, but during the day he loves lift the flat books and any books that have like rough or soft surfaces or like more of an interactive component. So I'll link some of my favorites below. So what's great about this schedule is there's not too much time where we're just sitting around the house with nothing to do, because I feel like no matter how creative or fun a person you are, babies just really enjoy a change of scenery and they enjoy fresh air and being outside. I found that this schedule really helps us avoid the witching hour and helps us avoid too much like prolonged time at home with nothing to do. So yeah, so between stroller and dinner time, we like to try those different activities around the house, and then we usually eat dinner by around 5:30 or so, and then we like to have what I call the second dinner around 6:15 when my husband comes home. So my son will usually have a little bit more to eat, and he'll sit with us while we eat. And then 6:30 it's bath time, and by 6:45 I'm usually nursing him, and he's going down to bed by 7 o'clock, and he pretty much sleeps from 7 to 7, but yeah, he's pretty much a 7 to 7 kid, and he's been that way since about 10 months. So I think just being on that schedule has really helped. He knows that like it's dinner, bath, bed, and there's nothing kind of else that happens at that time, and he's just very used to going to sleep at 7 o'clock. I do break our schedule if it's something important like a special holiday or family in town, something like that, which I think is obviously really important and more important than a schedule, but generally we do stick to it. We've even been able to stick with it whether I'm at home with him or it's the weekend or I'm at work. We've gone through lots of different stages in his life, and we've really stuck with this schedule, which has also really helped through any transitions. So yeah, if you guys have any good advice for me on how to keep a baby entertained, definitely let me know down below, especially during these winter months. We need to be creative. Check out my Instagram also if you want to see more like day-to-day what we're doing and keep up with us. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks for watching. Bye!